Have you ever wondered who's really making your decisions every single day? You probably think it's you, but your brain often decides before you're even aware of it. Today, we're spending 24 hours inside your brain to discover what really happens. Our journey begins at exactly 6 o'clock in the morning when your alarm suddenly starts ringing. Before your eyes fully open, your brain quietly whispers, 5 more minutes won't make any difference. You remember every goal you promised yourself before going to bed last night. Your brain immediately replies, those goals can wait until tomorrow because today feels too comfortable. Without realizing it, the first battle of your entire day has already begun inside your own mind. You finally push away the blanket and force yourself to stand up anyway. Your brain isn't angry because it understands that many more opportunities are coming today. Its job has never been making you successful. Its job has always been keeping you alive. Thousands of years ago, saving energy meant surviving another dangerous day in the wild. That's why your brain still prefers comfort, even though the world has completely changed. You slowly walk toward the bathroom while your brain quietly complains about every single step. Cold water touches your face, and your brain immediately says, that was completely unnecessary. A few minutes later, you walk into the kitchen feeling awake and ready for breakfast. You plan to eat something healthy because today was supposed to be a fresh start. Your brain has a completely different idea and starts searching for sugar instead. Sweet foods once helped humans survive, so your brain still treats them like valuable treasure. That's why donuts often look more exciting than fruit, even when you know better. After breakfast, you sit in front of your laptop ready to begin your most important task. The project looks difficult, and your brain notices that almost immediately. Instead of helping you start, it quietly offers a much easier option. What if we check our phone for just 1 minute before working? You unlock your phone, fully believing you'll put it down almost immediately. One notification becomes another, and another quickly becomes an endless stream of distractions. Without noticing, 20 minutes quietly disappear while your work patiently waits. Your brain isn't trying to ruin your future, it's simply chasing the easiest reward available. Every notification promises something new, and your brain loves unexpected rewards. That's because every surprise releases dopamine, making you want to keep scrolling. Dopamine doesn't reward achievement as much as it rewards the expectation of something exciting. Before you know it, your most productive morning has almost completely disappeared. You suddenly look at the clock and wonder where all that valuable time went. Your brain simply smiles because comfort always feels easier than meaningful progress. But deep inside, you know today doesn't have to end the same way. You close every distracting app and take one deep breath before looking back at your work. The first few minutes feel difficult because your brain still wants an easier option. Then something surprising begins happening as you keep working without stopping. Your brain slowly realizes that focused work isn't actually dangerous after all. Little by little, the task becomes easier, and your confidence quietly begins growing. That's the strange truth about your brain. It fights the beginning far more than the journey itself. And the biggest test of your entire day is still waiting for you. You finally begin making real progress, and your brain quietly realizes you're not giving up this time. With every small task you complete, your confidence grows stronger, and your fear becomes a little weaker. Your brain slowly stops resisting because it sees that focused work isn't actually threatening your survival. Then, lunchtime arrives, and your energy naturally begins to drop after several hours of concentration. Your brain immediately notices the perfect opportunity to distract you once again. You've worked hard enough already, so let's relax for just a few minutes. You open your favorite app, believing you'll only take a short break before returning to work. But your brain loves easy entertainment far more than difficult responsibilities. But your brain loves easy entertainment far more than difficult responsibilities. A few funny videos quickly turn into 20 minutes of endless scrolling without you even noticing. Your brain keeps saying, just one more video. This one looks even more interesting. The internet was designed to capture your attention, and your brain happily falls into the trap. Every swipe promises something new, and your brain keeps chasing the next tiny reward. Eventually, you stop scrolling and suddenly realize another part of your afternoon has disappeared. You don't feel lazy because you were busy the entire time. just not with the right things. As evening arrives, another important challenge quietly appears in front of you. You remember promising yourself that today would include some kind of exercise. Your brain immediately begins creating excuses that sound surprisingly reasonable. You've already done enough today, so your body probably deserves a little extra rest. You can always exercise tomorrow because missing one day won't really matter. For a moment, those excuses actually sound completely logical. Then you remember something much more important than motivation. Discipline means doing the right thing even when your brain doesn't feel like doing it. You put on your shoes and step outside before your brain can change your mind again. The first few minutes feel uncomfortable because your brain still wants to return home. Then something amazing begins happening inside your body and your mind. Your brain starts releasing chemicals that improve your mood and increase your energy. The same brain that begged you to stay home is now rewarding you for moving. Sometimes your brain simply needs proof that difficult things can actually feel good. As night falls, you return home feeling tired but genuinely proud of yourself. You finish dinner, complete your routine, and finally lie down on your bed. You believe the hardest part of the day is finally over. But your brain has saved one final surprise for the quietest moment of the night. Without warning, it reminds you of that embarrassing mistake you made years ago. Then it replays awkward conversations you thought everyone else had already forgotten. Your brain isn't trying to hurt you because it's constantly reviewing old experiences. It's searching for lessons that might protect you from making the same mistakes again. Slowly, your eyes become heavier as your breathing begins to slow down. Your body finally falls asleep, but your brain keeps working through the entire night. While you're dreaming, your brain carefully organizes everything you experienced today. Important memories are strengthened, while useless information slowly begins to fade away. Every good night's sleep quietly prepares your brain for a better tomorrow. Then, just before sunrise, your brain quietly finishes another full day of invisible work. Tomorrow morning, the entire cycle will begin all over again. Every decision you make is actually a conversation between your conscious mind and your ancient brain. The brain always speaks first because survival has been its only job for thousands of years. But you have something your ancestors never had, the ability to consciously choose differently. The more often you choose growth over comfort, the easier those choices become. Your brain slowly rewires itself to support the habits you practice every single day. That's why success isn't built in one dramatic moment, but through thousands of tiny decisions. Your future is quietly shaped by the small choices nobody else ever notices. You don't need to defeat your brain because it's actually trying to protect you. You simply need to teach it that growth can also be safe. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your brain learns to trust you a little more. Eventually, discipline becomes automatic because your brain accepts your new identity. Your brain will always whisper, but you decide whether to listen. Master your habits, and you'll slowly master your own mind. Because the greatest battle you'll ever fight isn't against the world. It's inside your own head. This is Sigma Thoughts. Master your mind, master your life,